We were told categorically there was no parents' race.
Right.
But then they called a last minute parents' race. And
You weren't
maybe
prepared.
the competitive side in both of us were like, we have to take part.
Although there have always been rumors of tension within the royal family, the most recent move that Queen Camilla has made towards Kate Middleton has caused eyebrows to be raised to an extent that has never been seen before. There are rumors going around that jealousy might be at play, and the response of King Charles speaks volumes about the situation. Was this a calculated attempt to gain power, or was it something further personal? In ways that no one anticipated, the dynamics that exist between Camilla, Kate, and the king are undergoing certain shifts. The events that are taking place behind the doors of the palace have the potential to upset the delicate balance that the royal family maintains in ways that very few people have ever imagined. The weight of the crown is more than just tradition, according to King Charles, who made a silent confession about the secrets behind the throne. It carries the weight of decisions, sacrifices, and possibly regrets that might have been made. There has been a shocking revelation coming from the depths of Buckingham Palace, which suggests that King Charles III may have finally admitted to something that royal watchers have speculated about for decades. In the event that these assertions are accurate, his previous choices might be the most significant cause of regret for him, and history itself might be on the verge of being rewritten because of it. There have been rumors that an emotional reckoning is taking place behind the grand facade of Buckingham Palace, which is a place where history and duty are intersecting. It has been revealed by those who are close to the king that Charles has been privately contemplating a truth that has been suspected for a long time, but has never been publicly confirmed during his rare moments of solitude. Despite the fact that he is currently sitting on the throne, his thoughts appear to wander back to the past, to decisions that not only contributed to the development of his own life, but also altered the course of the monarchy itself. For decades, Charles' most profound regrets have been the subject of rumors and speculation. Was it the turbulent marriage he had with Princess Diana, the woman whom the entire world adored, but with whom he had a strained relationship? On the other hand, was it the love that he never gave up? His enduring bond with Camilla Parker Bowles, a relationship that stirred controversy and reshaped public perception of the royal family? His decisions, played out on the world stage and dissected by the media, forever changed how the monarchy was viewed. Now, fresh reports suggest that the king is finally acknowledging something that could shift public opinion once again. What has prompted this sudden moment of introspection? Is it the immense pressure of leading a monarchy that struggles to find its place in the modern world? Alternatively, is it something that is much more personal, such as the realization that certain decisions, once made, cannot be canceled out? Charles is coming to terms with decisions that have shaped his legacy in ways that he may not have anticipated. If the whispers coming from palace insiders are true, then the weight of history rests upon his shoulders, and he is coming to terms with these decisions. Not too long ago, on July 29, 1981, the entire world watched in awe as a young Prince Charles stood at the altar of St. Paul's Cathedral to wed Lady Diana Spencer. This event took place almost exactly 30 years ago. It was a moment that seemed to usher in a new and hopeful era for the British monarchy, and the ceremony, which was broadcast to 750 million viewers worldwide, was the epitome of royal grandeur. Every aspect of the dazzling spectacle, including the dress worthy of a fairy tale and the carriage ride through the streets of London, appeared to be flawless. However, a different reality was taking place behind the carefully curated public image that was being presented. Their marriage, which was admired by millions of people, was fraught with conflict from the very beginning. The cracks, which were initially undetectable, grew wider over the course of the years, which brought to light the significant differences between them. In the meantime, Charles, who was bound by duty and torn between love and responsibility, struggled to reconcile his personal desires with the demands of his royal role. Diana, who was young and full of warmth, was thrust into a world of rigid expectations. Within a short period of time, the illusion of their ideal marriage was shattered, but Diana's influence on the monarchy continued to be felt for a very long time after her untimely death. Her warmth, her ability to connect with people, and her commitment to humanitarian causes reshaped the public's expectations of a royal figure. Her ability to connect with people was unique. There are many ways in which the reverberations of her legacy can be observed in the rise of Kate Middleton, who is another well-liked royal. When it comes to the monarchy, what kind of long-lasting impact did Diana have, and how does this impact play a role in Kate Middleton's role today? Be sure to keep up with the unstoppable rise of Princess Kate. Prior to delving into the sequence of events that allegedly resulted in Queen Camilla's jealous reaction towards Kate Middleton, an event that even drew the attention of King Charles III, it is of the utmost importance to first comprehend the phenomenal ascent of Princess Kate's popularity. Over the course of her career, she has won over the affections of the general public. On the other hand, ever since she was crowned Princess of Wales in September 2022, her admiration has reached heights that have never been seen before. She is now considered to be one of the most cherished and revered members of the royal family, and she is remembered as a representation of elegance, warmth, and contemporariness. There are a number of important factors that contribute to Kate's growing influence. Her poise, her unwavering dedication to charitable work, and her innate ability to connect with people from all walks of life are what set her apart from others. Kate is a refreshingly approachable figure, in contrast to the image of the monarchy that is typically associated with being distant and reserved. She has demonstrated that her role extends far beyond mere appearances, whether she is interacting with children during a school visit, supporting initiatives for mental health, or leading campaigns for early childhood development. The future of the royal family is being actively shaped by her current actions. Recent polls have shown that her approval ratings have reached an all-time high, which is a reflection of the public's admiration for her. During royal engagements, she is greeted with a warm and enthusiastic reception from the crowds, and social media is replete with compliments regarding her grace and compassion. She is one of the royals who is followed the most closely in the world because of the widespread interest that is shown in every facet of her life, from the fact that she makes thoughtful fashion choices to the fact that she delivers heartfelt speeches. What truly sets Kate apart is her ability to modernize the monarchy while maintaining its traditions. While some royals have been criticized for appearing out of touch, Kate effortlessly bridges the gap. She embodies both the regal sophistication expected of a future queen and the down-to-earth charm that makes her so relatable. As she continues to strengthen her role within the royal family, her influence only grows, positioning her as a defining figure in the future of the British monarchy. The struggle for the favor of the public. Princess Kate squares off against Queen Camilla. It has been anything but easy for Queen Camilla to navigate her way through the ranks of the royal family. Despite the fact that she has been in a relationship with King Charles III for a very long time, she has had a difficult time gaining the approval of the general public. Even after her official coronation as Queen Consort on May 6, 2023 at Westminster Abbey, there is still a cloud of skepticism that continues to hang over her. Camilla, in contrast to other members of the royal family, whose acceptance appeared to be almost instantaneous, has been required to exert a great deal of effort in order to remodel her public image. Past events continue to exert a significant amount of influence on public opinion regarding Camilla, particularly the history of her relationship with King Charles during the time that he was married to Princess Diana, which has been extensively documented. There are still a lot of people who think of her as the other woman, which is a label that has been difficult to shake even after several decades have passed. There was no one who could compare to Diana's popularity, and the tragic events that transpired in 1997 only served to solidify her position as an indelible figure in the hearts of the British public. Because of this, Camilla's attempt to become a member of the royal family was met with opposition, and despite her best efforts, she has never been able to completely escape the shadow of Diana's legacy. Despite the fact that Camilla has devoted herself to a number of charitable causes, such as advocating for survivors of domestic abuse, literacy programs, and osteoporosis awareness, the public's perception of her continues to be complicated. Despite the fact that many people acknowledge her contributions, others continue to be unwilling to move past her historically contentious past. Despite the fact that she is still being followed by old tabloid headlines from the 1990s and early 2000s, the notion that she is one of the most divisive figures in the monarchy continues to be reinforced. Camilla's public image continues to be closely linked to the scandals that occurred in the past, in contrast to the public image of other royals who have successfully evolved over time. The rise in popularity of Princess Kate, on the other hand, has been nothing short of remarkable. She has consistently demonstrated that she is a devoted and influential member of the royal family ever since she tied the knot with Prince William in 2011. People of all ages admire her for her sophistication, warmth, and dedication to charitable work. Her admirers come from all walks of life. In recent years, her approval ratings have skyrocketed, which has further cemented her position as one of the royals who is most cherished by the public. As a result of her ability to connect with the general public, Kate stands out. As a result of her effortless ability to interact with people from a variety of backgrounds, she gives the impression of being approachable and genuine. Whether she is interacting with children in hospitals, supporting initiatives pertaining to mental health, or engaging in conversations about the development of young children, she exudes a natural grace that resonates with the general public. Comparisons have been made between her approachable demeanor and that of Princess Diana and Queen Elizabeth II, two of the most revered women in the annals of royal history. To this day, the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II continues to cast a long shadow over the monarchy that prevails. At this point, many people believe that Kate is the true heir to those qualities. Therefore, she is an essential figure in ensuring that the monarchy will continue to be relevant because she exemplifies a contemporary yet dignified vision of the monarchy. An increasing amount of tension within the royal household has been speculated about as a result of Kate's growing influence. There are many royal observers who believe that Kate's popularity and strong public presence have begun to overshadow Camilla, despite the fact that Camilla holds the title of Queen Consort. In spite of the fact that Camilla is in an official position, there are those who believe that she may experience feelings of intimidation due to the seamless transition that Kate makes into the position of the monarchy's future. In contrast to Camilla, who is still making efforts to firmly establish her position within the royal family, Kate's position appears to be becoming increasingly secure. She strengthens her position as a future queen with each public appearance, demonstrating that she is capable of bringing the institution into the modern era while still adhering to its traditions. Young people in particular view her as a figure that is relatable and who is aware of the ways in which the world is changing. The ongoing struggle that Camilla is having to overcome in order to be accepted stands in stark contrast to Kate's growing influence. During the time that Camilla is working hard to win over the public, Kate's popularity is only growing stronger. The dynamics of this situation give rise to intriguing questions regarding the distribution of power within the monarchy and the manner in which it will develop in the years to come. However, what does Camilla's fight for acceptance for the monarchy mean for the future of the monarchy? Also, is it possible for her to ever match Kate's growing influence? Keep an eye out. Princess Kate's growing role in royal responsibilities. Since the death of Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022, Princess Kate has assumed a more prominent role within the royal family. Her responsibilities have expanded significantly since then. She is no longer merely a supportive figure by Prince William's side. Rather, she has stepped into the spotlight and is actively shaping the future of the monarchy. Kate has earned admiration for her grace, warmth, and unwavering dedication to duty, and she demonstrates a natural ability to connect with people from a variety of backgrounds with each public appearance that she makes. The growing scope of her responsibilities makes it abundantly clear that she is not merely adhering to the established norms. The concept of what it means to be a modern royal is being redefined by her. During the course of the last few years, Kate has been the driving force behind a multitude of charitable endeavors, championing causes that have a profound impact on the British public. Her body of work exemplifies a contemporary and compassionate approach to monarchy when it comes to issues such as mental health awareness and early childhood development. The young people in particular have shown a positive response to her hands-on involvement in social causes. They view her as a royal figure who is approachable and relatable. The fact that she is able to successfully juggle these demanding responsibilities with her role as a mother to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis has only served to increase her popularity. During this period of transition, many people believe that she will be the monarchy's future, a presence that is both stable and reassuring. The dynamics at the palace have been subtly altered as a result of Kate's presence within the royal family, which has grown along with her influence. There have been some relationships within the family that have not been as smooth as others, despite the fact that King Charles has completely accepted Camilla as his queen. The tensions that exist between Camilla and certain members of the royal household continue to be noticeable, particularly in the way that she interacts with Prince William and Princess Kate. In spite of the fact that William has provided Camilla with public support, Kate appears to be more reserved in her approach. Despite the fact that she maintains her respectful demeanor, observers have observed that her behavior towards Camilla is devoid of the warmth and familiarity that she displays in her other interactions with royals. As a result of this distance, there has been speculation that their relationship is experiencing an underlying strain. A number of individuals with knowledge of the royal family believe that the legacy of Princess Diana plays a significant role. Kate exemplifies the qualities that made Diana so adored, including grace, empathy, and a profound connection with the public. Diana is still one of the most beloved figures in modern royal history, and many people believe that Kate embodies these qualities. The dynamic between Camilla and Kate has been further complicated by the fact that some people have even suggested that Kate is seen as the true successor to Diana's role within the imperial family. It is undeniable that Camilla's ascension to the position of queen consort has reopened old wounds, particularly for those individuals who continue to cherish Diana's memory. The emotional weight of the past continues to linger, despite the fact that the monarchy has officially changed its course. A number of individuals who are close to the royal family have suggested that the reticent nature of Kate and Camilla's relationship may have its origins in this complicated past. The lack of warmth that exists between them has not gone unnoticed, despite the fact that there is no overt hostility between them. Some people who follow the royal family believe that there may be an unspoken power struggle within the palace on account of Kate's continued assumption of additional responsibilities. Having spent years working to gain acceptance from the general public, Camilla now finds herself sharing the spotlight with Kate, whose popularity has only continued to rise. Camilla's efforts to gain acceptance from the public have been worthwhile. The question of whether or not this underlying tension will develop into something more remains unanswered. The one thing that is certain, however, is that Kate's role within the monarchy is not at all passive. The fact that she is actively shaping its future makes it impossible to ignore the growing influence that she is exerting. There are tensions that are simmering beneath the surface of the royal family, and many people are beginning to wonder if Queen Camilla is feeling the pressure of Princess Kate's growing prominence. Queen Camilla is putting up a silent struggle against Princess Kate's rising influence. As the role that Kate plays within the monarchy grows, there is a lot of speculation about whether or not Camilla is quietly working to maintain her position and authority inside the monarchy. Although it is possible that she will not publicly challenge Kate's rise to power, those with knowledge of the situation believe that she may be taking covert actions behind the scenes to remind both the general public and the royal household that she is still the queen consort. Since her marriage to King Charles in 2005, Camilla has exerted a great deal of effort to shape her public image. She has spent years establishing herself as an essential member of the royal family. She has been able to carve out a place for herself, despite the fact that she was initially met with opposition from the British public due to her history with Charles and the legacy of Princess Diana. On the other hand, her influence is currently being put to the test as Kate's popularity continues to skyrocket. In recent years, Kate, the Princess of Wales, has emerged as one of the most cherished figures in the royal family. Her capacity to connect with individuals from a wide range of backgrounds, in conjunction with her contemporary approach to royal responsibilities, has established her as a significant figure in the institution's trajectory for the future. Not only has she won over the hearts of the British people, but she has also won over admirers all over the world through her advocacy for mental health awareness and her leadership of charitable projects. The public's perception of her as the ideal future queen has only been strengthened as a result of her natural charisma, as well as her dedication to her family and the royal responsibilities she has taken on. Camilla is said to have taken note of this shift in public favor, as reported by an anonymous source. There is a school of thought among royal watchers that suggests she might be looking for ways to bolster her own relevance. One possible strategy would be to increase her number of public appearances, which would ensure that she continues to be visible and involved in the affairs of the monarchy. For the purpose of reiterating her significance to the general public, she could strengthen her presence at high-profile events and align herself with causes that are of significant importance. Camilla could also consider strengthening her relationships within the royal family, particularly with King Charles, as an additional potential course of action. It may be possible for her to keep her position as a central figure in the monarchy if they strengthen their partnership and demonstrate that they are united in front of the common people. Despite Kate's growing prominence, there are some insiders who have speculated that Camilla may be working covertly behind closed doors to ensure that she maintains her position and that her influence is not diminished. There are rumors going around the palace that King Charles himself may have noticed the shifting dynamics. These rumors have begun to circulate. According to a number of sources, he may have privately addressed the matter, possibly urging Camilla to adjust her behavior in response to the developing circumstances. On the other hand, despite the fact that these rumors have not been confirmed, one thing is certain: Kate's influence cannot be denied, and Camilla's position within the royal family is currently being tested. Many people are left wondering whether or not Camilla will be able to find a way to compete with Kate as the public's admiration for her continues to grow. On the other hand, will she take a momentary step back as the Princess of Wales solidifies her position as the future of the monarchy? On the other hand, what happens if Camilla does not agree to step aside? Will the tensions reach a boiling point or quiet down? In order to find out, stay tuned. The unspoken struggle of King Charles, attempting to strike a balance between Camilla's jealousy and Kate's growing influence. King Charles has spent his entire life preparing to become king, but nothing could have prepared him for the personal and emotional challenges that now threaten to disrupt the monarchy from within. While he is navigating the responsibilities that come with his reign, he also finds himself caught in a growing tension between his wife, Queen Camilla, and his daughter-in-law, Princess Kate Middleton. This tension grows as he navigates the responsibilities of his reign. Charles is left walking a tightrope, trying to keep the peace while realizing, perhaps too late, the true loss of Princess Diana. Camilla's reported jealousy over Kate's soaring popularity has become an open secret, and Charles is left in the position of trying to keep the peacefulness. Not only has Kate become the new face of the British monarchy, but her rise to that position has been nothing short of extraordinary. She has become one of the most well-liked royals of the modern era due to her effortless grace, her dedication to charitable causes, and her natural ability to connect with the general public. Her influence is only growing stronger with each public engagement, and she is drawing comparisons to Diana, the very woman whose legacy has been a source of preoccupation for Charles for such a long time. Kate embodies the same warmth and relatability that made Diana a global icon, and the public's adoration for her mirrors the way they once revered the late princess. Many people believe that there is a connection between the two. Camilla, on the other hand, has been fighting for acceptance for as long as she can remember. She has had a long and challenging journey from being one of the most controversial figures in royal history to becoming the queen consort of the United Kingdom. For several decades, she was subjected to the disdain of the general public, who held her responsible for the dissolution of the marriage between Charles and Diana. But just as she was beginning to feel confident that she had firmly established her position, Kate's rising star started to cast a shadow over her reign. Reports from those with knowledge of the situation indicate that Camilla has become more wary of the younger royal, and it is possible that she is even resentful of the way that Kate appears to effortlessly command admiration, which is something that Camilla had to fight for. Although Charles is aware of the tension that exists between them, he is aware that he cannot afford to allow it to become out of control. He has an understanding of the significance of public opinion, as well as the delicate equilibrium of power that exists within the royal family. The monarchy is already in a precarious position, and the last thing it needs is an internal rift that could further damage its reputation. It has been reported that he makes an effort to reassure Camilla by reminding her of the years that they have spent together constructing their life together behind closed doors. Nevertheless, does he ever find himself pondering the ways in which things would be different if Diana were still alive? It is a question that most likely lingers in the back of his mind, especially as he watches Kate successfully step into a role that Diana once occupied with such effortless brilliance. There was a time when Charles was criticized for his inability to recognize the power and charm of his first wife, effectively disregarding the very qualities that made her so beloved by millions of people. What kind of feelings of regret does he experience now that he sees the same magic reflected in Kate? It dawned on him that he had lost someone who was truly unlike anyone else. Charles has adopted a cautious strategy in order to effectively manage the tension. Even though he is aware that Kate's influence is essential to the continuation of the monarchy in the modern world, he continues to publicly provide his support for her. On the other hand, he is also doing his best to reassure Camilla and make sure that she does not feel marginalized. Despite the fact that he encourages joint appearances and carefully orchestrates moments in which both women appear to be united, those who are close to the palace suggest that the tension that lies beneath the surface is still present. In addition to this, his strategy involves making subtle adjustments to royal responsibilities. Kate's growing prominence in the monarchy has positioned her as a key figure for its future, elevating her influence on the world stage. While this boosts the royal family's popularity, it risks sidelining Camilla, who remains a more divisive figure in public perception. Charles, long devoted to Camilla, now faces an internal struggle, watching Kate embody the qualities once admired in Diana, qualities crucial to modernizing the monarchy. He must balance his support for Camilla with Kate's rising influence, knowing that any misstep could create visible fractures within the royal family. For now, Charles carefully navigates this tension, maintaining stability. But as Kate's star continues to rise and Camilla's frustrations simmer, the question remains, can he keep the peace, or is a royal confrontation inevitable? Your opinions are very much appreciated by us. Remember that you should subscribe, like, and share this post.